Camera number 248 of 365 is this 1930s English-made Ensign folding 120 camera. It's made of wood and metal, overlaid with a covering. Not sure whether it's leather. It could be, given that of its age, quite possibly. In fact, on the back it does say that it's made by Houghton and Butcher, made in England. And we just simply pull out the front, which clicks into place. There is no stand from what I can see. So, and there we go. There is a number 3 Ensign Carbine. You can see that in there. In fact, let's just bring the camera out. And the way we do that is by putting out the bellows. There we go. Now it's a fixed focus 100mm lens, f4.5 anastigmatic lens, and the way we focus it is using this scale, this sliding scale, and we click it into place. So it starts at infinity, and then our closest distance is about 4 foot, so it can focus there. And so we just pull it out and just click it into place, and then the little scale here is spring loaded, so it will click into place. So if we want to move it, we have to push it down and then pull the thing out further, and then clicks back into place. We do have meters as well if we want. So there we go. It has let's just put it down there. I think we can probably see that better, can't we? It has a tricro shutter. Has 3 shutters, shutter speeds, in addition to bulb and time. It's 1/100th of a second, 1/50th, I think that's 1/50th, yep, and 1/25th of a second. And then we have our aperture scale, which uses this slider to go from 4.5 to 32. The shutter mechanism is found at the top here, so literally just so it's always ready to fire. I did find when I was using it, I actually trying to reach behind it, and I found I actually was pushing on this metal thing, which tended to turn, so I had to be careful of that. So note to user. And then we do have we can look through the little viewfinder there, if you couldn't call it a viewfinder. Or alternatively, we can fold out this little armature here, and out the back we also have a little folder, and then presumably we line up our image in within the range of that. Of course, there is going to be a little bit of parallax perhaps, so we have to bear that in mind, particularly since it's a 100mm lens. And then very helpfully, our guide here, which is the other way actually, tells us to, let's just fold that up, tells us to slide when we're advancing the film, and then when we're taking the film, taking the photograph, we can, or expose, we slide it to that position. So lots of little nice little features of a bygone age. Now, to put film in the camera, 120 film, the door lock is very stiff, so I've unlocked it, but we basically slide it, and then once it's slid out of the way, we prise it open, and it is prising it open. And then on the back here, it says to obtain the best results with this camera, Ensign Speedy Film, 2 shillings and, or 2 and 1/4 B, whatever that is, made in Great Britain. Okay, and so we put our take-up spool on this side, and the way we do that is by lifting up this little mechanism, and the other one on the other side, and then that releases our spool, and then we can put our film in equally the same way and then just lock it into place with there, and then we put the spool on the other side if we can get it in. It's very difficult doing it one-handed, so I shall try. Oh, let's do it this way. Pull out. I have to pull it out. Ah, yes, I have to pull it out. There we go. Push it in. There we go. There we go. So it can be a bit fiddly, but there we go. I don't think this slides out. No, it doesn't. And then we put the camera door back on. It's hinged, so just make sure that it's in place and then slide it back into place. And there we go. And obviously we wind on the film and then we take our photograph. And then to put the camera away, as we mentioned, we have to slide the little gate, or the scale rather, down, and then actually that goes around the front. There we go. And then it pops back in, and then we have to push down on those, and done. And there we go. So a real joy to use. Has even a little strap to hold, and does come with a lovely leather case. So that has been camera number 248 of 365.